Mhm. Well, there you go.
Hello, good evening, everybody. I am just so excited about this week. This is going to be a good week. This is going to be a good week. I know a lot of you are flying into Las Vegas to have fun, to have camaraderie, to connect, just to feel part of something. It's been a long, long time since the company's gotten together. The last event was a year ago. So I don't know how we as humans can do that, but we're going to shift that. We're going to change that. We're going to start making regular events all over the country. So I'm really excited about that. I do have a couple things I want to train on. The first thing is really, really easy. Everybody, please put a wand or two in the trunk of your car. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so uh, please put a brochure if you've got it. Please have stuff available. Do not get stuck by looking silly when someone says, "Hey, do you have one in your car? Do you have one I can buy right now?" So anyway, it's happened to me twice, never again. So put these devices in your vehicle, put some stuff in your vehicle, and you guys, you'll thank me later. I know all of you are like going, yeah, 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 yeah. Did you all learn too? All right, cool. All right, it's not just me. It's so weird having a product that when you talk about it, people go, "Hey, I want to try it right now." Like, oh shoot, So I gotta get that, develop that muscle to have one on hand. Tonight, I want to do a little training on something very near and dear to me, which is handling objections. Oh, wow. Now I know none of you have ever heard of an objection. Um, Kidding. But I want to kind of give you some context before we talk about handling objections on really what an objection is. You guys, all of you had needed answers to some questions. I don't want to say concern. I just want to say questions. And everybody processes information differently. Everybody asks questions differently. Sometimes when people ask a question, it sounds like they're digging on you, like they're making you, testing your wit, whatever the case may be. But the reality is, when you share something, doesn't matter what it is, whether somebody's buying a car, somebody's buying a house, somebody's buying an appliance, somebody's buying a brand new device they've never heard about, you guys, they're going to have questions, and that question comes in the form of the O word, which is this thing called an objection. And I have to tell you, I've been doing sales training, corporate sales training for some very, very big companies like Allstate, and Lincoln Benefit Mutual. I do all kinds of different types of things with regards to helping people handle objections. And the crazy thing about this device, and the crazy thing about the timing of what we're doing, the crazy things about, you guys ever heard me talk about this shift in humanity where everybody's looking for something. They're looking for an alternative way to get well. They're hearing all the lingo. They're hearing all about frequencies and PEMF and Healy devices, and now they're hearing about this terahertz device, and they're hearing about sound frequency. They're hearing about this thing called grounding, where you walk out with nature with your shoes off. So people are hearing about all this stuff. Breath work, cold ice plunges, like all these things that have been around forever are now becoming a mainstream conversation. So it's no different when we talk about something new, like when I ask the question, "Hey, have you heard of terahertz frequency? Are you using it yet?" I asked this to my chiropractor a couple of days ago. Some of you might have seen the video, and we immediately just threw him down on his table and I started wanding him, right? So he said, "No, I've never heard of it." And I go, "I knew you would say that." And I said, "Lay down for a second." I started wanding him. So you guys, when it comes to objections, I want you to get out of your head that when somebody has an objection, they're coming at you. They're trying to, make you feel stupid or whatever tape that plays in your head. They're merely wanting more information on a new conversation. Okay. So with that being said, I know that you guys have all heard objections, and I'm going to teach you how I handle objections, how Rhonda handles objections. Some of the people that I've worked with handle objections. And it's an opportunity for you to just kind of relax and share information. And then when we share from here, not here. Okay. So does anybody put in the chat if you have an objection? Okay. So just put it in the chat. My objection I hear all the time, or I've heard before, is blank. All right, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to check the chat. Let me see. Give me a good one. I'm going to help you guys with something very, very easy to say. So if somebody starts asking a lot of questions about science, raise your hand if somebody's asked about science. Like, I want the, okay, perfect. Say, great. I say, I don't know a lot about that, but what I do know is this. Okay. I don't know a lot about that. And you guys, I'm okay with saying this, but what I do know is this. And when I say when I do know this is this, I fall back on information that I know about terrors. Like I know the best way I explain this, you guys, and it makes the most sense to me, is this. Here, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that this terahertz frequency resonates at the same frequency as your cells, and your cells become activated. And Mrs. Prospect, wouldn't it make sense that we have activated cells? And what do you think they're going to say? Yes. Perfect. That's what this device does. Okay. So you guys, you don't have to know everything. Just gotta say, I don't know about that, but what I do know is this. Like, that's a great question. I don't even know how Wi-Fi works. Or pick something that's familiar. I don't even know how Wi-Fi works, but somehow when I walk into my house, I've got Wi-Fi. It's weird. And I don't know how cars work, but somehow when I turn my key on in my car, like 1,000 things happen in a nanosecond and my car starts and I go. Like, I don't know. All I know is this, okay? I don't know about that, but all I know is that when I use this on my inflammation I had in my hand, when my friend used it on her bad knee, when my mom used it with her blank, here's what they found, that they got relief. Here's what they did. Their pain that was a 7 went down to a 2. Now, I know, Mary, I know, Miss Prospect, you were talking to me earlier, you have a lot of pain. When do you want your pain to go away? When do you want the relief from that discomfort? Perfect. Okay. It says, let's see, I got this. I'm not buying things from China. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I don't like buying things from China. Do you have a cell phone? Duh. Do you have a TV? Duh. Do you have a car? Duh. Do you have you bought anything off Amazon in the last, I don't know, 10 years? Okay. There's a very good chance, you guys, that those products are manufactured and made in China. Suitcases, luggage. I just got this piece of luggage, it's like a London fog or something, right? Well, is it made in the United States? No. It's made in China. So I'm going to send it back. Really? Come on. Believe me, in China, they are masters at saving money and building quality products, you guys. That's why Samsung, that's why Apple, that's why these big companies, that's why all these appliance companies, LG, everybody uses overseas. So the phone you're using that you cannot wait to get your iPhone 29, whatever you got, okay, that you waited an hour for, and it took you 2 hours to set up, China. So have fun with that, okay? All right, so again, just with a smile on your face, okay? It's like it's just, I don't like to buy things from China. Guess what? You have, and you probably have, when you get off this call with me after you purchase our device, watch how many products you have in China, okay? Your toothpaste might come from China for all we know. All right, it's not a medical device that hasn't been created yet. Let's see. Here's another one. It costs too much money. Anybody hear that one? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. Okay, cool. All right. It costs too much money. This one is my favorite because you can really kind of get some pain from that person. So let me ask you a question, Mrs. Client, Mrs. Potential Customer. What made you interested about this device? Well, I have blankety, 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 blank. Oh my, so what I'm doing is I'm listening. So y'all take a picture of this so you can see me. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, you listen to what they say. Say, okay, I understand. It costs too much money, or you feel that it does. Let me ask you a question, Mary, Susie, Tom. What is the challenge that you're having with regards to your wellness right now? Well, I've been dealing with blankety, blankety, blank. Great. How long have you been dealing with it? 5 years. Great. How much money do you feel you've been spent or maybe wasted to figure out some way of discomfort? Oh, I don't know, thousands. Great. Well, this device, our entry-level device, is only $380, and you know what? You're worth it. You're worth it. You're worth getting relief right now. Like the days of you in discomfort are potentially be over. You're worth it. If it costs 5,000, you're worth it. If it costs 20,000, you're worth it. Your health and your wellness is the only thing that matters as you get older, and you're worth it. And $380, you guys, oh my goodness gracious, that's a joke for an appliance, for a self-care appliance that they're going to use every day, because you're going to teach them, how to wand their water. So they're going to be drinking the water every day, you guys. How much money does people spend on water? Thousands of dollars over the course of maybe a year or 2 years. Or guys, you can teach them how to wand the water, the benefit of that. Okay, so we just have to educate them a little bit. So we have to just keep it simple, right? There's another one called, so there's two I just gave right there. One is, I don't know about that. All I know is this. Here's what happened to me. Okay. The other one is kind of more to the heart, by listening what they say. Why did you get interested in this? Because I thought it might help you with this. Oh my gosh, what have you been doing with regards to that? Well, I've been on medication. I have I have to spray stuff in the back of my throat. I'm sick all the time, whatever. Great. When do you want that to stop? This device resonates with your cells. Your cells become active. Your body does intuitively wants to do, and you're worth it. Yeah, that's not even a close. The second I say you're worth it, it's really, really difficult. This is like Jedi mind stuff. Okay, so this is like most people will close like, oh, come on, it's time. Just give me your credit card. No, guys, Mary, Rhonda, Chris, you're worth it. Like, you're worth not spending and wasting more time, energy, and money on something it's not going to work. And what if this is the thing you've been wanting? And you're worth it. So whatever device you feel, it doesn't matter. Get anyone. I don't even care which one you get. I just want you to get one, because when you know why, you're worth it. Okay. There's another one. Yes, if I could show you how this could help you with that, would you be open to learning more? You guys, the great one, Rhonda. Rhonda put it in there. Hey, if I could show you how I can help you with your your pain that you're having in your back, your hands that are tight all the time, the sleepless nights you're having because of your hormonal issues, would you be willing to want more information? Very simple one. The other one too is the feel, felt, found. We've all heard this one before. This one's kind of really just kind of conversational. If somebody says, oh, I need to speak to my doctor to use a blow dryer, okay, whatever. Let's say they do that. Hey, I know how you feel. I have people, not me, because I'm much smarter than that, but I've had people that felt the same way. I know how you feel. I had people that have felt the same way, but what they found was that by going to their doctor, the doctor's going to say, here, just take this pill. Hey, just write it out. Hey, you already know what the answer is. And what we found is people want a healthier, less invasive thing that they can use. Right? So real simple. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I know people that felt the same way. What we found, the third F, what they found was blank. This device changed them the first time they used it. This device brought relief the first time I used it on my trigger finger. This device brought relief within 6 days. 6 days of using after 2 years, you guys. 2 years of menopausal symptoms and her not sleeping and me not sleeping. 2 years. That woman could not sleep. After 2 years and 6 days of using this amazing little self-care appliance, her hot flashes went away. See that? So we use stories to tell people it's okay, right? And the last thing I will leave you with, the last one that always works, but you have to do something. And I've taught you guys this before. Some of you are still not doing this, is you got to do this. You got to do this, not this. Oh my God, he's going to ask me a question. Oh, don't do that. Do this. It's okay. It's okay, John, to start feeling better today. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're worth it. It's okay. It's okay. You're worth it. It's okay to start. It's okay to start feeling better right now. It's okay. You deserve it. Okay? But you got to do this, though, because this is a diffuser of everything. All right. Well, I gotta talk to my doctor, and I gotta, geez, and what if it doesn't work? And what's the return policy? And Hey, Mary, it's okay. It's okay. When you're ready to start feeling good, use something that tens of thousands of people are using right now to get relief. You deserve it. You'll let me know. Okay. Just relax. Be you. Remember, you had a question. You didn't say, here's my credit card. Maybe some of you did, but most of you had a couple questions. Hey, tell me more. Tell the thing. Let me think, let me decide which is the best one I should get, right? So these are all just people wanting, this is how people process information, is they've got to ask a question. Very few people, I'm a salesperson, I teach sales. I'm the easiest person in the world to sell, but I still have questions. I still want to know certain things so that I can process it the way that I process it and then make a decision, right? That makes sense. Okay. You guys should not have to close anybody. Just tell them they're worth it. Tell them they deserve it. And when would now be the best time for you to get relief? Write that down. When would now be the best time for you to get relief? When would now be the best time for you to get relief? That's another Jedi mind trick. That's an assumption. When would now be the best time for you to get relief? Anybody have any questions? Okay, so there's, what's really interesting about this here, and here's what I said before, you guys. When you guys are in this frequency of goodness, when you guys are in this frequency of truly wanting to serve and help people, you're going to resonate and attract people, reflect people into your world are going to want the same thing. So you're not going to have to close them. You might have to drip on them a couple of times, 5 or 6 things. You might have to get them to a presentation. You might have to get them on the Testimonial Tuesday call that we do. You might have to get them on the line with, somebody on your team to share their story. They might need 4 or 5 exposures, or 2 or 1 or whatever. But if you're in this frequency and you're resonating that you're truly serving and truly helping, the people that will show up are going to reflect who you are. And they're going to say, yeah, I'm in. Which one should I buy? And it's going to freak you out. Okay. It's going to freak you out. So just get to that point. Just get to that point where you are in the space that you are truly here to serve people. And your device, without question, could be a great option for them. Once you get to that place, right, you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to know the science. You don't have to fly to Malaysia to meet all the doctors and go to the manufacturing plant. No, just get to the place of, that this device can enrich people's lives. When you do that, now people that are tuned in to having a life that's enriched are looking all over the internet. They're all over the place looking for a way to get relief. And they're going to find you. And when they find you, you just got to run them through the process with a smile on your face and love in your heart. And when they ask you a question, go, look, hey, I got you. It's okay. And you deserve it. Like, you deserve to start feeling better. You deserve wellness. You deserve to not live another moment in discomfort. Okay. Here's what I recommend. Because you've got a really adverse condition, I would definitely lean towards the Pro because you're going to be using it a lot. But if you're unable to do that, doesn't matter which one you get. Just, I'm excited that you're getting something done. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I kind of went good there, but I just want you guys to know this is easy. This is easy. Just be you. Take a breath when somebody says, well, how do I know that this thing is, I found these on eBay for, $15. Which I've heard that one. I found this on Alibaba. I found this on Amazon, right? So great. You didn't find our device, you found a knockoff. And I would not trust your help with a knockoff that doesn't provide terahertz, that doesn't have the guy that actually created the first terahertz device that is part of Prife International. He works directly with us. His manufacturing facility, his research facility, that's part of us. We're the people. We have the guy that has the device. So I would not trust anything, especially to my kid, to my son, to my daughter, to my pets, that wasn't authentic. Okay. And you guys, we can feel comfortable by saying this. Okay. So anybody have any questions? You can take yourself off mute if you do. Did this help you guys a little bit? Yes, Chris. Okay, good, good. You guys just remember, an objection is nothing more than somebody just needing another answer so they can process things. There's certain ways. Some people are very analytical. Some people need to feel it. So whatever that is, if they ask a question, just say, oh, I got you. I'm so glad. It's a great question. I used to feel the same way too. What I found was blah, 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 blah. And share a story, share a story, share a story, share a story. Yes, Chris, yes. All the other devices don't have $1 million liability guarantee like we do. Plus we have a 1-year warranty on it, right? So 1-year warranty on the device, plus with $1 million liability if anything ever happened to someone, like we've got that. Plus we are the original, right? So you guys, we're, we're the leaders in this space. So we don't have to feel bad about anything. Go. We have many people that have bought off eBay, that have bought off Amazon, that bought from Alibaba, and guess what else they bought? They bought one of our devices too because theirs wasn't working. So it's like, go ahead and spend your, oh God, you're saving $125. Okay, go buy it for $250, and then here's my website. Because as soon as you get it, you're gonna go, man, I don't notice anything. You're gonna buy ours. Okay, so go ahead, with love in your heart, say that. All right. Anybody got any questions? We good? So those that are going to Vegas, I will be there tomorrow. So if you do get in town early and you want to, play around on the strip, or you want to hang out, hit me up. I know Rhonda, you're coming in tomorrow. Chris, when you coming in? Wednesday? Okay, cool. If anybody's coming in tomorrow, you guys just hit me up. And Melissa, cannot wait to high five, hug, hold, all that stuff. By the way, you guys, just so you know, I know this is, this is just how I am. I don't care if you're a guy or girl, you're getting a hug and you're getting a high five. So that's how we I just, we've been in shelter for so long, and we just need to connect with people. So I can't wait to see everybody that's going, guys. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna learn, we're gonna grow. It's not too late. There's still cheap tickets. I think I do have 2 extra tickets to the event if somebody wants them too. Just reach out to me tonight, because one of our people cannot go. It's got a family issue, and I do have 2 tickets. So if anybody wants to